Indonesia really starting to populate out now. You can see a couple of extra cities popping up, all with decent loyalty. The choice is going to be whether or not Indonesia wants to keep these city-states or takes them over, because at the moment we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cities, I think. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 cities, but there's another 6 here. Indonesia could become the biggest player if they choose to. And actually, look, beginning to push in on my Kene now. The Kema just keep losing that to loyalty. Wonder if India will try and run in here with its Varu. India, with their single elephant, did take the Norwegian capital, so that's unfortunate. And it looks like Germany is now probably going to go after Oslo. Poor Norway, yet again. But Germany, will Germany and India go to war? That would be a huge war if that happened. Speak of the devil, Germany has declared war on India. Now, the tricky bit here is going to be those Varu, those elephant units are very good at disabling enemy troops and siege weaponry and stuff like that with their frightening presence abilities. So it's going to be whether or not Germany can get their siege equipment effectively to the front line and start taking down the walls. Like that, for instance, one shot has almost entirely brought aggro to its knees. So if Germany can get a couple of quick cities here, they can really put India on the back foot. Kema has decided that nope, they're not going to have any luck with Indonesia, which is fair enough. They have actually settled a couple of cities at the top of the map here. Ooh, Indonesia steals Makane. Rebellion in 4 turns, they're not going to keep it. India, that would have been the perfect opportunity for you there. Oh yeah, Agra's about to fall. Yeah, Agra falls. Now, it looks like Germany are going to be in an overwhelmingly optimistic position about taking Norway's capital as well. And Norway and Germany don't appear to be... Oh, maybe they do have open borders. I thought they were at war, but actually I think this is open borders. So, yeah. Maybe Germany will reinstate Norway and have Norway as a bit of a puppet state. Who knows? Those battle elephants really make horrible noises when they're in combat. I mean, credit to the game for really guilt-tripping you whenever you try and use them. Ugh, it's like... Germany finally bringing pike and shot to the front lines. I have a feeling those are very effective against the Varu units, but we'll see. And actually, the thing is, the frightening presence only works if they're... Yeah, look at that. Wow, that was over half the health that pike and shot did. Their frightening presence only works when they're stood next to something. Crossbows from a distance really can decimate the Varu, so you've got to be so careful with that. Yeah, India beginning to actually retreat its front line. If Germany push any further forward, those bombards are going to start getting a direct shot on the Indian cities. Oh, interestingly, India is the one getting the city attacks in on Agra now. That's interesting. We'll see if India can mount a counterattack, but it looks like Germany have way too many units in this area to allow that to happen. India did manage to take Maikane, but weirdly, even they can't hold on to it in terms of rebellion, so it doesn't look like either Indonesia or the Kema or India can hold this city. It's the impossible city to hold. The Kema is decided to go after India. Now that's an interesting one. India all have their troops on this German border here, so the Kema might be able to run in, but they've only got crossbow and they've only got swordsmen, so they are technologically behind at this point. You do expect that India should be able to resist this attack, but it depends on how India's army is looking, because Germany have really pegged them to a bit of a standstill recently. They do have infantry though. I've just seen India have infantry. That's tough. That means they could really push back if they needed to here. This front line is just absolute chaos. India getting hits in on Agra, Germany getting hits in on Delhi, India getting hits in on Ulm. India is now pushing into the Keman lands and they just don't even know what to do against these infantry. Infantry backed up by war elephants. It's a terrifying sight. I mean, good on you, Chandragupta. That is a cool blend of troops right there. Indonesia, just casually settling and really expanding out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cities now. Which is pretty good, I have a feeling. Germany has 12. India have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So India and Germany ahead, but Indonesia doing alright. Yeah, both sides here getting pretty close to being able to take a city. Germany getting their infantry units together as well. It's going to be interesting. I feel like a city being taken, either like this one or this one, Ulm or Delhi, whichever one goes first, is going to really swing this battle. You know, I think it might be Ulm that falls first. Looking at it, which is crazy considering the amount of troops that Germany have in the area. No, maybe it's not. Okay, fair enough. Well, the Indian battering ram elephant's coming in. That's gonna make things a little interesting. Kima and India making peace. I feel that all the Kima managed to get out of that was the obliteration of most of their army. Just running them into infantry units effectively. It's not very effective for them, that. Oh, don't you love it when a computer does that? Yeah, let's bring the city down to literally 0 health and then leave 2 melee units outside it that aren't doing anything. Why? Why would you do that? So while the attack on Ulm appears to have almost stopped because India are refusing to take it with melee units, Delhi? What? Why am I saying it like that? Delhi, actually a German infantry stationed right outside it, so this might fall to the Germans, you know? Although actually, maybe not, we'll see. Oh, yeah, that's on 0 health now. Come on, infantry? Nope. Inventory's not moving. Wow, the computer really doesn't want to take cities at the moment. Just get it down to 0 health and leave it. It's fine. Yeah, that's a good idea. Move the infantry away and into Indian lands. That'll work. That's a really good idea, Germany. Well done. Well done. Good fighting there. Well, apart from the fact the AI is really just making me rip my hair out at the moment, nothing really going on here. Although, oh my god, India finally have a melee troop next to Ulm. Are they gonna do this? Please, just somebody take a city. It is ridiculous how painful this is. Why? Why is nobody taking the city? Both of these cities have been on 0 health for like 10 turns now, please. Oh, this is so frustrating. Indonesia, moving a lot of troops into this area. Now, why? Why would they do that? Are they going to go after... any of the city-states here? Again, I really want to see that happen. Just the Indonesian sort of army just sort of doing that. What about here? Which city was this? Belongs to 3 cities. Is that India settling that one and then losing it? I'm not sure. Nidaros also being lost. There's a lot of cities with loyalty issues at this precise moment. Agra's doing fine. Yeah, lots. You can see the computer go in and out of Dark Ages quite well, which is always quite fun. Kima just sat back, not doing much. I mean, they do also have battering ram elephants, but unfortunately haven't had the chance to put those into play yet. So we'll see if those happen. Indonesia also losing a city to loyalty down here. I think that's just going to end up feeding the Indians there, unfortunately for them, but never mind. Oh my god, India just took Ulm. It happened, guys. It finally happened. Oh my god. I can sleep tonight knowing that the computer isn't entirely incompetent. What does that mean for this front line though? Germany pulling back pretty quickly. I mean, India, they've ground this fight for a long time, and now that they're on top, they might be able to reverse this, you know? Agra doesn't have any walls. It's a reasonably open target, and with these elephants and bombards and you know, they've got a lot of equipment that can very quickly sap the strength of the German army, so this could be a real issue for the Germans. So Norway, do you want to build anything that isn't Viking longships? I mean, no? Oh yes, Quad Marine. Good on you, that's diversification right there. Actually, you know what? The first place I've spotted this is actually Indonesia. Indonesia building tanks. Good on you. I mean, Indonesia have been pretty peaceful apart from this war they had with Greece, and they did very well out of that, to be fair, but generally speaking, Indonesia keeping out of most wars, and probably sensibly. It's difficult to say, but very boring nonetheless. The Kemmer, desperate to take over Yevron, which is a fairly interesting one because I don't think they'd be able to keep it. If anything, that would just end up going back to Indonesia, which, you know, might be a good thing for Indonesia. I mean, they might just go back. Oh, hello. Lisbon is being attacked by Germany. Maybe that's because it's India's ally. I'm not sure. But Germany and India have made peace. Oh, that was just a terrifyingly bad battle, that one. Awful. Ulm is actually going to rebel in 5 turns. So India's profits are going to be lost. And Germany do get to keep that city. So generally speaking, both sides took a city, lost a city. India are going to lose theirs to loyalty. Okay, not much to say really on that one. There she goes! This might work out really well for Germany, actually, because they might be able to just end up taking the city back out of war. Yeah, unfortunately for India, the infantry that they've deployed, almost deployed, has gone on their side. So Germany can pretty much just walk up to it and attack here. Oh look, the Kima have brought tons of army, but no land units, so they can't take Yevren. How many times have we seen that, eh? Looks like Germany is also leaving Lisbon alone, so I have a feeling Lisbon was a suzerain of, or India was the suzerain of Lisbon, I should say. Now that is brave. Indonesia has declared war on India. Now, Indonesia probably very sort of narrow-mindedly is thinking, yeah, our boats could easily take on India's boats, but unfortunately, India also have a very, very powerful army, and Indonesia don't really appear to have a very good land army. They're all just not Gatling guns, field cannons. They do have tanks, so maybe if the tanks, you know, get to the border, they might be alright, but I can't see this going very well for Indonesia, I must say. Whoa. So, Kema they were just arsing around for so long that when the city-state was on 0 health, Stockholm's musketmen must have come in and attacked and taken it, and because the city-state took another city-state, it just razed it to the floor. Oh god, so the Kema just spent 20 turns attacking that city-state, and literally nothing happened. And like, another one has just fallen. Oh wow, look, Indonesia have just taken a city-state. Over here, which one's this one? Lisbon. Lisbon has fallen, so Indonesia beginning to wake up now. Beginning to get a little bit aggressive. Germany declare war on Indonesia, but that's not really going to do much. I mean, Germany have a little bit of the navy, and they might send something across this sea, but Indonesia have pretty much got that covered. Now, Kima, where is this army going? Where are those frigates going? Are you going to go after Jerusalem now? Weird, that. Indonesia and India very quickly making peace there. I mean, that's probably sensible. So we've reached the fateful turn 175, and we're just going to take a rain check on this heat. It's been a very weird one, a bit sort of bitty. No one's really done too much. I mean, just a little bit unsatisfying in that way. I think we can clearly agree that Greece probably hasn't done as well as it probably should have done, being knocked out after about 50 turns, and the Kema, difficult match for them, really pinned to the north of the map, and technologically they've fallen way behind and just haven't really been able to get back into this one. I think first place has got to go to Chandragupta. The most cities, the most sort of, just the most success with war. I think, generally speaking, Chandragupta handles himself very well. So the second place choice is between Indonesia, over here, who relatively had a quiet game, a very successful war against Greece. I was very impressed, but otherwise haven't really got themselves into the game too much. They've taken over a couple of city-states and settled a little bit, but generally quite a quiet game from them. We've also got Germany at the top of the map. And again, Germany, it's difficult to say what they could have really done. I mean, if they'd had more success with the war in India, they would have done a little bit better. If they'd been able to take the Kema out quicker, they would have done better. So Germany had a very good game, don't get me wrong, it was a very strong game for them, but they could have done way better, and that's, I think, the problem I'm having with Germany this particular game. So, in the comments, once again, I'm putting India through. India, Chandragupta is going through. Indonesia or Germany? Who do you think should go through in second place? Let me know in the comments, and I shall see you for Heat 5 next time, where we have Gilgamesh, who should be fun, very aggressive, Pedro of Brazil, Genghis Khan, our favourite warlord on a horse, Alexander, our favourite warlord off a horse, I guess, and Lautaro, who, again, one of those civs I quite like, but we'll see if they're any good at this civ battle. So join me then for next time. Bye!